If there's any badge that signifies discreet all-weather performance, it's the littles found on the back of fast Audis like this new Audi S4. Whether on an S1 or an S8, it guarantees a strong engine and Velcro-like traction wrapped in a package that will fly under the radar of all but the most hardened car nut. One of the longest-serving members of the S dynasty is the S4 saloon, which, apart from a brief dalliance with the bent 8, has always stuck to the tried-and-tested recipe of a boosted engine up front, four-wheel drive and all but the smallest of visual nods to give away what it's capable of. The latest version ditches the supercharged 6 of its predecessor, replacing it with a single turbo V6 that pushes out a healthy 349 bhp and 368 hip-foot of torque. That might be down on the Mercedes-AMG C43, arguably its closest rival, but it matches its 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 4.7 seconds. As is usually the case, the aluminium effect door mirrors and quad exhaust pipes are the easiest ways to spot an S4. Inside, you get electrically adjustable Napa leather sports seats, plenty of S badging and navigation plus. It might not look that different to an S-line equipped diesel A4 on the outside, but you certainly know you're in an S4 when the V6 fires with a flourish. Slipping the 8-speed torque converter auto into drive reveals a box that's noticeably smoother than the dual clutch unit and most other A4s. Continue to drive conservatively and the motor settles into the background, emitting the faintest of 6-pot growls as you cruise down the road. Our test car had adaptive dampers that, even in comfort mode, still had a firm edge, albeit one that very rarely became crashy. Even then, we blame the optional 19-inch wheels and particularly vicious potholes for this. More of a concern is steering, the standard setup rather than the optional 950-pound dynamic steering variable ratio rack. That's far too light in comfort mode. Things do improve in auto, but while it tracks straight and feels precise, it's still decidedly numb. So, what about the handling? There's certainly no doubting the effectiveness of the Quattro drivetrain, and our test car had the optional sports differential on the rear axle. While the marketing blurb states that it helps agility, this isn't a car to be steered on the throttle. Even a flattened accelerator pedal, lots of steering lock, ESP off and a wet road fails to unstick the rear end. You certainly feel the back axle helping the car turn, but neutrality is the name of the game, even with the different dynamic mode. We can't totally understand why someone might opt for the S4. It may not be a thrill-a-minute sports saloon with delicate responses and oversteer on tap, but we appreciate many people don't want that kind of hooliganism on the day-to-day basis. Instead, the S4 is a perfectly usable and pretty comfortable saloon car that just happens to be exceedingly capable at crossing country rapidly without it or the driver breaking a sweat. For us, the more communicative and playful Jaguars S or BMW 340i may not be quite so fast in inclement weather, but they are more engaging by far. And in our book, that's enough to turn a good sports saloon into a great one.